Samuel Brett Williams, I'm a playwright. I was here in '07 with a play, the first full-length play I'd ever written. I wrote it in grad school, and it got in the summer of '07, so I came up here. It was actually the first professional thing I'd ever really done in theater, so the O'Neill really kind of put me into, got my foot in the door, essentially, in a way that I'm really grateful for. So I love it up here. This is where you start. It's where you start and you end, hopefully, the O'Neill. I don't think I'd ever really explored a play as specifically and as deeply as I did in the O'Neill process, because you get in a room and you realize immediately that everyone there is really smart and really talented, and you almost feel like you have to make sure that you're working as hard as you can to kind of justify being in that room with them, and I think I still carry that with me to today. The O'Neill was immensely helpful in helping me understand basically where I was and where I hope to go. When the O'Neill basically said, hey, look, we like this, that's when other people did as well. And that's when it kind of counted, I guess, as soon as the O'Neill put its stamp on it, which I'm eternally grateful for. Because I feel like even, like I said, 4 years later, I think that stamp still kind of holds weight for me. I can still say that I was here, and I think it helps me, my day-to-day interactions, I think, in theater. I mean, years later, things are still happening because of the O'Neill, the people that I met here. The thing I remember most is the community, and just basically how accepting and open they were to me, this kid that, had never really done anything. And they made me feel welcome from the first day I stepped onto the campus, and I feel welcome now 4 years later coming back. You have to be inspired when you walk on that stage over there, and that's the first time anyone ever heard Danny in the Deep Blue Sea. And you walk over to the space where they did Woodpecker, and that's where they did Fences for the first time, and Joe Turner's Coming Gone. And it's just like, if you don't get excited when you do that, then maybe you shouldn't be in theater. There's nothing better in the world, I think, than being at the O'Neill. Apply to the O'Neill.